Hi, creatives. This is AJ, and today I'm not going to talk to you about social media. I'm going to talk to you about experience I had in a quilting workshop that I feel or I know I will use in my painting in my studio practice. It's going to help me. Now, some of you may know this, and some of you don't. So here goes. So it's called the yes but versus the yes and. So my class this weekend was on improvisational quilt making. So the reference of the yes but comes from improvisational theater. But let me give you an example of what yes buts are. So you work in an office, you ask your colleagues to go to lunch, and you say, let's go for Chinese food for lunch. And you get, yeah, but I had that last night. You say, how about Italian? Yeah, but too many carbs. How about the diner? We can put whatever we want. Yeah, but, well, you know what? You're never going to go to lunch. It's just not going to happen. But if the approach was, let's go for Chinese, sure, yes, and I can just have something different today. And how about Italian? Yeah, and you know what? I'll just get an antipasto, so I'll save on the carbs. And so it makes it really easy. So in the creative process, when I know many times, and so have you, we're in the studio, we're looking at our paintings, and we're saying to ourselves, yeah, but if I just put a little bit more orange in there, it would have been so much better. Or yeah, I just should have started with a light underpainting and not a dark. And yeah, but I should have, yeah, but, or in the moment of painting go, yeah, but I should have put red there. Yeah, but I needed to use green there. Well, it stops us. We're not getting anything done and we're struggling. But if we approach it like this, and I know this happens to me all the time, you sit there and you're painting, and depending on your type of painting, and I'm painting, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to add more yellow to that red to make it more orange because orange is really what I wanted. And yes, I'm going to add more yellow to my blue to make it more green. And yes, the next color I'm going to pick is going to be a cool color because I want to balance it against my hot colors. And yeah, I'm going to turn the canvas around and see how it looks. And yeah, I'm going to put it against the wall and step back 4 feet and take a break and evaluate it. So it's freeing. Or yes, I'm going to add that. And if I don't like it, I could just paint right over it. We forget that we have that option that we can paint over it. And for us that work in encaustic, we could just scrape it off. So see how much more freeing it is. So in the workshop, what the instructor had done was cut up strips and strips and strips of every pattern piece and everything of fabric and just dump it in the middle of the room. And the project was we would grab a piece and then we take another piece and sew it together. And a lot of people were struggling with the yes, but yeah, but it's purple and it's green and I don't like that combination. And yeah, but and it was stopping them. So the whole thing was to sew for 10 minutes straight of just picking random fabrics and just doing it. Yes, and I'm going to add another piece here. And yes, I am going to sew another piece there. And after the 10 minutes, the yes and people had a much bigger piece, and intuitively, they were actually balanced and they were quite happy with their work. So that one piece of fabric that like I picked that I didn't like, after sewing on a few other strips of fabric, I didn't even notice that small little piece that I didn't like. So in the yes and moment, it was very freeing and liberating. I didn't have to, I just was there to enjoy the moment. But the yes but people really struggled because they couldn't get past it and they ended up not enjoying the class. Some people just can't let go. But that was not the whole intention about not letting go. It's just about shifting of how you approach things. So, we can't live our lives 100% on improvisational and just, wing it like we go, but you can in your creative practice. And I would suggest that if you're frustrated to try that approach, to be more of a yes and not a yes but. Now, I will put a plug in about social media because I have so many artist friends. They always say, yes, but it's too complicated, or yes, but there's too many political posts, and yes, but, well, then you're never going to get forward in social media because all those things are really irrelevant. But if you say yes, and I'm going to post about my show tonight, and yes, I'm going to post about something positive that happened to be in my creative life, and yes, I'm going to post my painting because I like to share it with the world. It's very different. It's a very different approach in the yes and. And yes, and I will be teaching Instagram for the artists, and there are 2 spaces left on June 7th at the International Encaustic Conference up in P-Town. Had to get my little plug in there. So enjoy being in the yes and when you're creative. Try to be a little bit more improvisational and be more in the moment and in the present with it. And I hope this tidbit has helped you. Please share the video if you feel that it can help somebody. It even can help somebody how they approach issues in their life. Because I know that the yes, but is very limiting. And, it's not, I don't think it's a happy place. So until next time, remember to art, post, and promote.